Avengers. This is the story of the return of the first Avenger. Steve Rogers wasn't always a superhero. And he wasn't always known as Captain America. Steve took part in a very special Army experiment called Project Rebirth. It turned Steve from sick and thin to big and strong. Steve Rogers became America's first super soldier. He was now known as Captain America, the first Avenger. Captain America fought for justice with the Howling Commandos against the evil Red Skull and his Hydra army. During World War II, Captain America was lost in the Arctic while saving the world. He stopped a plane full of bombs. Captain America and the plane he was flying sank under the cold ice. Captain America was trapped inside the plane and frozen in the Arctic for many, many years. Decades passed, until finally Nick Fury's S.H.I.E.L.D. team found Cap and the plane. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s plan was to bring Captain America back to life. Steve Rogers awoke almost 70 years later. He was very confused. Steve didn't know where he was, but he knew he had to escape. Steve ran into the middle of Times Square in New York City. There, he met Nick Fury, the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Fury explained what had happened to Steve and that the was there to help. Steve spent a lot of time watching news footage to learn what had happened while he was frozen. It seemed to him that the world still needed a super soldier. Steve exercised to keep his mind and body strong. And when Nick Fury asked Steve to join a very special team of superheroes, Steve said yes. The first Avenger had returned. Nick Fury introduced Steve to his new teammates. He met Tony Stark, who as Iron Man, Clint Barton, who as Hawkeye, Natasha Romanoff, who as Black Widow, the mighty Thor and scientist Drive, Bruce Banner. But Steve couldn't go into battle without a new uniform. He was given a new suit, and soon Captain America was ready for action. It wasn't long before a supervillain threatened the safety of the world. Captain America and his teammates fought against Loki, Thor's evil brother from Asgard. After Bruce Banner changed into the Incredible Hulk, the heroes were finally assembled. Steve Rogers was happy to be fighting for freedom and justice as a member of the Avengers. John Dad.